Case Summary. The case of Pharmaceutical Society of Great Britain v. Boots Cash Chemists Southern Ltd, 1952 E. WCA Civ 6 a landmark decision in English contract law, specifically concerning the formation of contracts in a self-service retail environment. The court examined whether the display of goods in a self-service store constitutes an offer or an invitation to treat, and at what point a contract is formed in such a shopping process. Background facts. Claimant. The claimant in this case was the Pharmaceutical Society of Great Britain, an organization responsible for regulating the practice of pharmacy in the United Kingdom. Defendant. The defendant was Boots Cash Chemists Southern Ltd, a chain of retail chemist stores. Facts. Boots had implemented a new self-service system in one of their stores. Under this system, customers would pick up items from the shelves and place them in a basket, and then proceed to cashier where they would pay for the items. The Pharmaceutical Society of Great Britain challenged this system, arguing that it violated the Pharmacy and Poisons Act 1933. This act required certain drugs to be sold under the supervision of a registered pharmacist. Argument. Claimant's argument. The Pharmaceutical Society argued that the sale of drugs occurred when the customer picked them up and placed them in the basket, thus circumventing the requirement that such sales be supervised by a registered pharmacist. They contended that this process meant the items were being sold in violation of the Pharmacy and Poisons Act 1933. Defendant's argument. Boots Cash Chemists argued that no sale took place until the customer actually paid for the items at the cashier. Therefore, the supervision by a registered pharmacist at the point of payment was sufficient to meet the requirements of the Pharmacy and Poisons Act 1933. Final outcome and law justification. Final judgment. The Court of Appeal held that in a self-service shop, the display of goods constitutes an invitation to treat, not an offer. The court ruled that the contract is only formed when the customer presents the goods to the cashier and the cashier accepts the offer by taking payment. Law justification. 1. Invitation to treat versus offer. The court differentiated between an invitation to treat and an offer. The display of goods on shelves was determined to be an invitation to treat. This means that when a customer picks up an item and places it in their basket, they are making an offer to buy. The contract is not formed until the cashier accepts this offer by ringing up the sale. 2. Formation of contract. The case clarified that in a retail setting, particularly in self-service stores, a contract is formed at the point of sale, which occurs at the cashier's desk where the transaction is completed and the offer is accepted. 3. Pharmacy and Poisons Act compliance. The court found that the presence of a pharmacist at the point of payment was sufficient to comply with the legal requirements of the Pharmacy and Poisons Act 1933. As the sale was completed under the pharmacist's supervision, there was no violation of the Act. Key concept. Implications. This case established a crucial precedent in contract law regarding the point of sale and the distinction between an offer and an invitation to treat. Clarified that in self-service environments, the contract of sale is formed not when customers select items, but when they pay for them at the cashier. This has broad implications for how retail transactions are understood legally. Key learnings. 1. Invitation to treat versus offer. Understanding the difference between an invitation to treat and an offer is crucial in contract formation. 2. Point of contract formation. In a retail context, especially self-service, the point of contract formation is when payment is made, not when goods are picked up. 3. Regulatory compliance. Ensuring that legal requirements are met at the point of sale can be sufficient for compliance with relevant regulations, as seen with the presence of a pharmacist at the cashier in this case. This case provides foundational knowledge for retail operations and the legal considerations of contract formation in commercial transactions.